Hi guys, it's your favorite beginner nail tech back again with another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, I will be showing you guys this refill that I did over someone else's work. I really want to show you guys how I wasted so much time doing this refill. I'm going to point out the areas in which I spent too much time or did things the incorrect way. Hopefully this will help you guys as well not to make the same mistakes. If it is your first time tuning into my channel, thank you so much for stopping by, and I really hope that you will enjoy the content and consider joining the family. If you are a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. I really hope you are enjoying my content so far. Please leave a comment below. I want to hear from you. Please let me know how you feel about the videos that I'm posting. Let me know some of the areas in which you struggle as a beginner nail tech, right? I want to hear from you. So my model wanted to keep the same color, which is dark nude, so I used the dark nude that I had. However, when I looked at the swatch of the color that I had, I realized that the colors were a little bit different. So in removing the product, I tried to make it as thin as possible because I knew that I would need to cover the entire length of the nail from cuticle to free edge with my acrylic, since the colors were slightly different. So I started out by filing down the product that is at the cuticle area. The aim is to thin it down as much as possible to remove any lifting. So once all the lifting has been identified and removed and the remaining product has been filed flush with the natural nail, then we will move on to prep the rest of the nail, and we do this by removing the dead skin and the dead cuticle that has grown onto the nail plate with a flame bit. Then we proceed to nip away the dead cuticles. This is after, of course, pushing back the cuticles, and as you can see, I actually did forget that step. And by the time I got to the third finger, I realized that I was having difficulty removing the dead skin with the flame bit. And that's when I realized that, hey, I forgot to push back the cuticles. So I went back with the orange wood stick and I pushed back the cuticles and then continued with the flame bit. So the first mistake that I made, which cost me a lot of time, is that I did not practice with my acrylic and my brush under salon conditions. So the brush that I'm using, it is a Not Polish number 12 brush, and this was my very first time using the brush. What I mean when I say to practice under salon conditions is I actually did practice using the brush with the acrylic, but I wasn't practicing under salon conditions, meaning I wasn't practicing with the air conditioning on. So in that instance, the acrylic took a shorter time to dry and it is one of those chalky acrylics, so it works better when the temperature is higher. So here I am for the first time using this brush at 70 degrees Fahrenheit in the salon, and it's a completely different experience than I had when I was practicing before. This really caught me off guard, and you can see me struggling to maneuver the acrylic to keep it in place, to lay it down properly, because this was my very first time using the acrylic and the new brush under salon conditions. So I would encourage you guys, when you get your new acrylics, when you get your new brushes, try them out, work with them with the air conditioning on, because as you know, acrylic behaves very differently depending on the temperature. So it was so bad that I eventually switched out and I went back to my old brush, which is a size 10 brush from Profiles Backstage. The difference between the brushes is that the Not Polish brush is oval and the Profile Backstage brush is actually pinched. So the Profiles Backstage brush is the brush that I've always used, and it's the brush that I am very accustomed to. Because I was having difficulty with the acrylic, I decided to switch out to the more familiar brush. And here we are, guys. This is perhaps the most painful mistake that I made of all. And guys, this is very important. Please ensure that you discuss with your client the shape of the nail that is desired before the application process. Now, I assumed that my model wanted to keep the square shape, and I did not ask her. So it wasn't until after I applied the acrylic that she mentioned to me that she actually wanted the coffin shape. So I decided to oblige her request. You know, I did have time on my hands. I don't think she was in a rush at this time. So I went through with the changing of the shape, and it was only fair to her because I was the one who didn't ask. I was the one who assumed that she wanted to keep the square shape. So guys, lesson learned. Lesson definitely learned. Always confirm the shape before you go ahead and apply the acrylic. So, unfortunately for me and my model, she had to come back a few days later because about 3 of the nails started to lift. So the other mistake I made, and you guys may or may not agree on this one, but I really think I should not have done a refill on someone else's work. I don't want to say that that is the reason why she had lifting, but I can't say that that isn't the reason that she had lifting. So you can't build a house without a proper foundation. No, I do not know anything about the previous nail tech's work. I don't know what she used. I don't know what she did. I don't know anything about her work other than what I can see. And looking at the nails, in my opinion, is no way to judge the integrity of the nail. So I think I would have felt better if I did a fresh set, and if she came back with lifting, then I know for sure that it would be all on me. I really felt badly that she had to come back, and what made me feel even worse is because I really don't know why her nails lifted, because looking back at the footage, I do think the nails were prepped properly. I did not skip the dehydrator, I did not skip the primer, and I'm not seeing a lot of flooding around the cuticle area. I think I really did a good job at keeping the acrylic away from the skin. So I really don't know why she had lifting. But as you guys know, it's a part of the learning process. These are things that will happen to you. Sometimes you'll have sets that just lift, and you really and truly can't put your finger on why this happened. So comment below, guys, and let me know how you feel about doing a refill over someone else's work. Is it something that you practice to do? Have you ever had a situation where you did a refill over someone else's work and the client complained of lifting? How did that make you feel? So here is footage of the end result. I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take care.